Something impossible just happened at Google. In the world of artificial intelligence, the rules have always been simple. Bigger is smarter, and smaller is dumber but faster. You pay a premium for the Pro label because that is where the intelligence lives. But yesterday, Google broke that rule. They launched Gemini 3 Flash, a so-called lightweight model that didn't just get faster. It actually started beating the flagship Pro model at its own game. This isn't just a minor update. We're talking about a budget model outperforming the heavyweight champion on the toughest coding benchmarks in the world. It is a quarter of the price, 3 times the speed, and yet it is writing better code than the expensive giants. The industry is calling it an anomaly. I call it a paradigm shift. Today, we are breaking down exactly how Gemini 3 Flash pulled off this upset, and why your expensive AI subscription might suddenly be obsolete. Let's start with the headline that has developers scratching their heads. The coding upset. There is a benchmark called SWE Bench Verified. It is not a multiple-choice quiz. It pulls real issues from GitHub, messy, complex coding problems, and asks the AI to fix them. Gemini 3 Flash scored 78%. That is higher than Gemini 3 Pro's 76%. A light model beating the flagship on pure engineering tasks is unheard of. To put that in perspective, Flash is landing just behind GPT 5.2, which sits at 80%. But here is the kicker. Flash costs a fraction of the price. We are talking about 50 cents per million input tokens. That is roughly 1/6 the cost of the Claude family and 1/3 of GPT 5.2. You are getting frontier-level coding intelligence for bargain bin prices. This changes the math for every software company on the planet. Why does this price drop matter so much? It's not just about saving a few dollars on a monthly bill. It is about agentic AI. When AI is this cheap, you don't just ask it a question once. You can have it run loops. You can have an AI write code, test it, fail, rewrite it, and test it again, hundreds of times, without going bankrupt. Flash enables always-on agents that can refactor entire code bases or monitor live data streams continuously. Google calls this leverage per token. Because Flash is more efficient, it often needs shorter prompts and fewer retries to get the right answer. So you aren't just paying less per token, you are using fewer tokens to solve the problem. It is a double discount. For a company with 10,000 sales reps using AI copilots, or a media archive auto-tagging millions of videos, this isn't a discount, it is a business model reset. But Flash isn't just a text engine. It is a polymath. It processes video, images, and audio natively. Google showed off demos where you can feed the model a video of a pickleball match. It analyzes the frames, identifies who is out of position, and breaks down serve mechanics. It doesn't need to convert the video to text first. It sees the movement. This unlocks coaching apps, security analysis, and content creation tools that were previously impossible. On the MMMU Pro benchmark, which tests university-level multimodal reasoning, Flash hit 81.2%. That actually beats GPT 5.2. Think about that. The cheap model is now the world leader in understanding complex images and diagrams. Whether you are analyzing earnings call slides or generating B-roll for YouTube, Flash is punching way above its weight class. Then there is the speed. Google named it Flash for a reason. It runs about 3 times faster than the previous Pro models. In the world of search, latency is everything. If an AI takes 3 seconds to answer, you leave. If it takes 300 milliseconds, it feels like magic. Google has already made Flash the default brain behind the Gemini app and AI search because it is finally fast enough to match the rhythm of human thought. This creates a massive problem for competitors like OpenAI and Anthropic. They are now pinned in a corner. To match Flash on price, they would have to destroy their own profit margins. To match it on quality, they have to use their expensive models, which makes them look overpriced to every CFO in the industry. Google is weaponizing efficiency. They are betting that the AI race won't be won by the smartest model, but by the most efficient one. This is the new law of AI. Efficiency is king. We are moving away from the era of bigger is better to an era where smarter is cheaper. Gemini 3 Flash proves that you can distill pro-grade reasoning into a compact package.
It is a warning shot to the entire industry that the days of charging premium prices for standard intelligence are coming to an end.
If you are a developer, a business owner, or just a power user, you need to look at your workflows. Are you overpaying for pro intelligence when Flash